there's just a certain like leadership quality. I talk about like, don't read me the news. I can read the news. Like I know how to log into Salesforce and look at a report and gong. like I don't need you to read this to me. I need you to tell me like what are your suggestions for what to do about this news? There's a significant difference. So if you feel like you have a team that's just reading you the news, that's a problem.
And I love that analogy, reading you the news. That's kind of the proactive, reactive change. This person needs to have a lot of credibility with sales and any quota carrying person, because I actually hold this person accountable to forecast accuracy. Ultimately, the buck stops with her. And then I also expect that person to be in those forecast calls and helping the VP of sales interrogate what's going on with deals to make sure that they're in the appropriate place. Like if a deal slips and I find out it should have never even been in that stage, like that's a really big problem that I would like to go to market ops for. Honestly, trust and respect from the finance team, from the CFO is really, really important. Even all the way up to the CEO. Like this is just like an incredibly critical person. They have to be that kind of a bulldog and kind of tough, right? Like they have to be able to handle, I'm not trying to say I'm on some ivory tower, but like, oh, I want to get paid this commission rate versus that commission rate, or this deal should be Sally's, not Johnny's. Like, I don't really want to spend a lot of time on that. I want go-to-market ops to be between me and that stuff and make sure that, again, they're taking a lot off my plate and they're giving me a lot of capacity.
I was looking for someone that had carried a bag, right? That led a team, that could understand the importance of having great metrics and really understanding the velocity of what's going on in the business, whether it's positive or negative, and how they can help make sure that the leaders are having the right conversations all the way down to the sales level, to make sure that forecasts are accurate. The other piece of it to me, which was real important, is that executive presence, is that leadership ability, because you do need that person to be able to, answer questions if the CEO has a question or the CFO, and you really be your proxy at times, and they need to step up and be able to do that. So there has to be that competence and that ability to be able to tell the story in a very articulate and fact and data-based way. The other part would be really being able to understand the different pieces of Salesforce and the enablement and how do we get them to work together, right? And really being able to understand data and what that data does and tells me, so that I can be able to make sure we're doing the right things, with product and marketing and things like that as well. So I think it's a complex hire, but I think all those things for what I was looking for was really important to make that successful, particularly putting a new role within a legacy type of organization.